For task A, you are given 1 minute to prepare. For individual presentation, you are given 2 minutes each to talk. Starts with candidates A.
Thanks to the examiner and good afternoon to all of you. I'm going to talk about the tradition and culture in Malaysia, which is the most famous tradition and culture in Malaysia is open houses during festivals such as Hari Raya Aidilfitri, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Christmas and also Mooncake festivals. During the open house, we can find variety of foods such as for Hari Raya Aidilfitri, they come out with rendang, ketupat, lemang and also serunding. For the Chinese New Year, they come out with fortune cookies and also they have big family gathering that gathers all their family members and during the gathering they eat the food that they call as lisang. For the Deepavali, they have chapati, tosai and ladu and also vade. For the Christmas, they come up with western food such as roasted turkey and also they have tradition that change their gift to each other. They also come out with their icon which is Santa Claus. During the open house, they shows the culture and custom of different races in Malaysia that have a variety of races such as Malay, Indian and also Chinese. At the open house, we can find the unique cultures of Malaysia that reveals the Malaysian spirit of Muhibah that gathered the citizens in Malaysia to unite to each other. During the open house, we also can find the variety of costume between different races in Malaysia, such as for Hari Raya for the Malays, they wear baju kurung, kebaya and baju Melayu and also songkok for the men. For the Chinese New Year, they wear cheongsam and also they have tradition that giving ampau to each.
Proceed to candidates B.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good evening to all of you. I would like to talk about one of our traditional tradition and culture in Malaysia, which is a wedding ceremony. Okay, I would like to highlight 3 largest ethnic in Malaysia, which is Malay, Chinese and Indian. Okay, first I will proceed to Malay wedding ceremony, which is we should follow several steps. First, merisik, bertunang, akad nikah and then bersanding. Now we will move to my second point, which is Chinese wedding ceremony. They got a seed ritual event, which is propose, birthday comparison, engagement gift, wedding gift delivery, election, marriage day, and also wedding ceremony. Okay. Last, I will talk about Indian wedding. They got bariksha, which is like merisik, visit the bridal house and then they will match the bridal and they will create a invitation card and prepare for the ceremony, wedding ceremony. Okay, what I can conclude is all the ethnic in Malaysia have their different and the unique of their wedding ceremony. So what I can conclude is Malaysia have a beautiful culture and tradition to be shown to our foreign. Okay, that's all.
Okay, let's proceed to candidates.
Okay. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to examiner and fellow candidates. I'm candidate P. As we know, we are required to talk about our tradition and culture. So I would like to talk about a local. As we know, nation have a different culture itself, and I have three main points. First, different culture have different food. Second, the food itself is the image of the culture. And lastly, learn history through the food. Okay, first, different culture have different food. As we know, Malay have nasi lemak and nasi blok, which is own unique itself to the Malay people. Next, it is Chinese people. They have a moon cake for the moon ceremony, and also char kway teow, which is you can eat it at free time. Lastly, Indian famous with the roti canai and tusai, as we know. Okay, this have bring a big impact towards our people today at nation. Okay, proceed to the second main point. The food itself is the image of the culture. Malay peoples eat using their bare hand, as we know. Yes, it is something like eating the rice using their bare hand itself, and also the other side dish. And it is same with the Indian people, but the unique is that Chinese is using the chopstick to eat their food, actually.
Okay, proceed to candidate D.
Assalamualaikum. Okay, today I would like to talk about Malay tradition and culture. In Malaysia, we have Malay, Chinese, Indian, Sabah and Sarawak dance. Okay, firstly, I would like to talk about Malay dance. We have several types of dance like chess, zapin, joget and kuda kepang. Zapin is commonly performed in Johor, and joget also. And joget is a lively dance with an upbeat tempo. Okay, for Chinese lion dance, it was performed during Chinese New Year. This dance is energetic and entertaining. Other than that, for Chinese culture, they also have dragon dance. It represents supernatural power in Chinese culture. Okay, for Indian culture, they have Indian Bharatanatyam. It is used over 100 dance and gesture. Okay, other than that is Bhangra. It is lively folk music and dance form of the Sikh community. Always used in wedding, New Year and New Year festival. Okay, for Sabah and Sarawak, we have traditional of Sarawak will dance we name it as Gawai Kenyalang. Okay, other than that is Datun Julut. The other name is Hornbill dance. Okay, it was presented by Kenyah women in Sarawak and it symbolizes happiness. Okay, other than that is Sumazau, performed by Kadazan people in Sabah. It was used to religious ceremony and social event. Okay, I conclude my point is that Malaysia has different tradition and culture that make Malaysia is a variety country.
For task B, you are giving 1 minute to prepare. For group interaction, you are given 10 minutes.
Okay. As I want to revisit our tradition and culture in Malaysia, I choose open house during festival as the best things to revisit our tradition and culture towards the foreigner, because during the open houses we can find many types of foods, and also we can know different cultures of by different races of in Malaysia, such as because it shows the variety of foods that many of foreigners do not know. And also during the open house, the guests, most of the guests are wearing their traditional costume.
Ready to take action.
For task B, you are given 1 minute to prepare. Task B, you are given 10 minutes.
Okay. In order to introduce our culture and tradition to the foreigner, I start with my view that open house during festival is the best way to show our unique culture and tradition, because during the open house we can found many types of foods that come from different races in Malaysia, such as Malay, Indian, and also Chinese. During the open house, we also can see the variety of costume between the different races in Malaysia, such as for Malays, during the Hari Raya they wear baju kurung, kebaya, and also baju Melayu. And for the Chinese, they wear cheongsam, and also they have the traditions to giving ampau to the guests. For the Deepavali, they wear sari, and also for the Christmas, they wear like the western clothes. And during the open house, we can see the unique cultures of Malaysia, which is the Malaysian spirit of Muhibah that gathered all the citizens in Malaysia to unite to each other.
Okay. I couldn't say I agree with you, candidate A, because as we want to introduce our culture and tradition to a foreign student. As we know, is a young people. Young people are more attracted to music and dance. So why we choose to introduce them to our traditional dance? Because with the music, the interesting music and the diversity in dance, it will make them more feel attractive, more feel exciting to our beautiful and unique culture. So my point is, we should use a traditional dance to introduce our culture, to show the beauty of our culture.
Okay, next, I'm candidate C. I would like to change my stand, and I would like to agree with the candidate A about open house. Yes, open house itself have become the trend today, And I would like to say to the candidate A, I like about the something that music, the girls wearing the costume. Yes, it is great idea actually. Yes, imagine the foreigner wearing the traditional costume like cheongsam, sari, and baju Melayu, baju kurung. It is great idea actually to introduce our culture to the foreigner.
Yes, I agree with you because young people always like fashion. Maybe our custom clothes can be a fashion, right?
Okay.
How about you, candidate?
Okay. In my opinion, I do agree with your statement that is open house is the best way to introduce our tradition and culture to the foreign student, because when they come and there are festivals, so they can join and also they can feel the same way like us.
Yes, but I'm totally confusing with candidate B. At the first you said that dancing is most likely than others' opinion. Can you give any reasons about your choosing the first dancing?
Dancing, young people like enjoy dancing just for fun. Okay, so I think dancing with the music, with the traditional music, can make the foreign student feel the different and strange. Means that they need to try something new, I guess. So I think that the dance will attract more. Okay. Did you get my point?
Thank you, candidate B. You have a quite explanation. And how about candidate D? Dancing is your point.
Yes, actually, in dancing is my point, but when it comes to I think the best way to introduce our tradition is by open house, because as we know, people love to be in a situation where they can feel the Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and like your point that we can wear the tradition clothes, right? So it is more can attract the foreign student to know about our tradition and culture.
Yes, I also agree with you, candidate C, because during the open house, we can found that the unique spirit of Malaysian, which is Muhibah, that gather all the citizens and also the foreigners to unite with the Malaysians, and it shows the culture of Malaysian, which is the Malaysian is come from the citizen that unite to each others.
Yes, I totally agree with candidate A. Imagine this, that we made an event to the foreigner, and it's big event. We as a Malaysian represent the Malaysia, we represent all the rest, and that's why we make open house. Where the open house, we can introduce our food, we can introduce our wedding ceremony, yes, and also we can show them our traditional dance at the one place. Yes, I totally agree with the candidate A and also candidate.
Okay, after you guys have viewed all the point, I would like to agree with the first candidate A, which is we should have a open house. Like thank you for candidate C for explain to me that like you say, I will conclude that in open house we can introduce our foods, our clothes, our dance, our wedding, and also many more, and we can say that we are a multiple racial country. So in one open house that we can put all these element in this one particular thing. That's what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay.
So I believe that open house is the best way to introduce our tradition, because we can put all the variety like traditional dance, local food, and wedding ceremony.
Let me conclude that the best way to introduce our culture and tradition to foreign students are through the open house. Okay.
How about candidate A? What is your conclusion about your own point?
Yes, what I can conclude is during the open house, it reveals the unique tradition and cultures of Malaysian that come from different races such as Malay, Indian, and also Chinese. Because during the open house, it shows the variety of tradition, such as for the Chinese, they come out with their event such as a big family gathering, that they gathered all the family members to eat with all the family members, and that they come out with their food that they call as a yisang, and it shows the unique cultures of Chinese. For the Malays, during the Hari Raya Aidilfitri, we can find that they wear baju kurung, baju Melayu, and so I think it's the best way to reveal the tradition and cultures of Malaysian to the foreigners.
Yes, therefore, candidates B and D, and also me, candidate C, truly agree with your opinion. So we agree to open house. Okay.